This weekend's parliamentary election results in Slovakia were in many ways the first real political embodiment of Ukraine fatigue. At one point, there appeared to be an electoral surprise as the liberal, pro-EU Progressive Slovakia party came first in exit polls with 24%. Slightly ahead of former Prime Minister Robert Fico's left-populist Smer party. But as actual results came in, it became clear that Fico would likely return as the country's leader. 5 years after he resigned amid outrage following of investigative journalist Jan Kuciak. Smer received 23% of the vote, 5 percentage points more than Progressive Slovakia, and will likely form a coalition government with the small right-wing Slovak National Party and Voice, which came in third place with 15%. This would create a small majority in parliament. The Voice from Smer during the political turmoil of 2018 is the party to watch out for. The leader of the currently largely decisive party, Peter Pellegrini, is known to dislike his former protégé Fico. But otherwise the two parties are politically close. Pellegrini kept all options open on election night. Could he potentially secure the best portfolio for himself in the next government? Or will he be offered to become Speaker of the Parliament or even get Smer's support for presidency in next year's elections? Or will he defy everything and try to form an anti-Fico government consisting of many parties? If he gets into bed with Smer, as expected, he will likely do so to tone down some of Fico's anti-Ukrainian rhetoric seen on campaign trail. The Smer leader said there would be no more arms going to Ukraine. Questioned logic of EU's sanctions on Russia. Praised Moscow. Even he repeated Kremlin's narratives that NATO caused war, that it started after Ukrainian Nazis. Fascists began killing Russian citizens in Donbas Luhansk. Although some EU officials are frightened by such rhetoric, they note that Fico always managed to complete the circle of being relatively pro-Western in Brussels during his previous duties as Prime Minister in 20,062,010 and 20,122,018. A different message spread in Bratislava after agreement was reached on the first EU sanctions against Russia following the annexation of Crimea in 2014. There are also rumors that trusted figures in Brussels, such as the current EU envoy to the Western Balkans, Miroslav Lajcak, could become foreign ministers. There are other tools that would enable a possible Fico government to turn to the West. It is worth looking at what the European political family, the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats, will do with Smer. Smer is still a member of this group of centre-left parties, which is the second largest political group in the European Parliament and has considerable influence beyond Brussels. Slovakia needs the EU more than the EU needs Slovakia. There are voices within the political family who suggest that Smer should be expelled from SD unless he softens